Northeast will see little rough seas along the New England coastline from that hurricane that's going away. Miles and miles of sunshine. Miles Davis. We're going to put Miles out there today. Nice as it can be across the Northeast. Rough seas still from the chop from that hurricane. But other than that, it's kind of quiet around the country. We like quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet. That's a quick look at the Nashville forecast. Here's an early look at your weather.
Hi, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. It is beautiful outside. Perfect September day with lots of sunshine. Oh, would you look at Washington, huh? I'm going outside today. Anyway, we're going to have a pretty day. Temperatures will be 77 to 82 degrees. Obviously, in higher elevations, it'll be just a little cooler. And then same thing tonight. Tonight, we'll see a wide disparity.
Right now, we want to check in with Morna Woken and get the latest on traffic. Morna.
Good morning. Well, things are looking pretty good. A couple of areas to point out as you head out the door on your way to work this morning. Let's take a look at the Woodrow Wilson Bridge and the Virginia.
People always ask me, Whoopi, what's your favorite Entenmann's? Like I'm going to tell them. If I said it was the ultimate crumb cake, they go flying off the shelf and there'd be none for me. So I'd never tell anybody what my favorite is. Ever. Entenmann's, what's your favorite?
Thomas's Bagels.
Thomas's makes bagels?
Nobody makes a fresh bagel like Thomas's. Golden outside, perfect texture inside.
Thomas's makes a great bagel.
Thomas's bagels.
Bring it in, fellas. There we go. Come on, hustle it up now. Come on. Here we go. Oh, there you go.
Mr. Pack, good morning. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
You say, I'm fine, thank you. You say this is a different perspective on Howard Hughes because the other books have been written based on stories told by people who knew him. You think this is his point of view. How could that be?
Well, I made the effort to try to get inside his mind. This is you know, he was America's first billionaire, and he was a famous film producer after all. He did, you'll recall, The Outlaw with Jane Russell, The Press.
Crashed? Jim, just a few moments ago, something believed to be a plane crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. I just saw flames inside. You can see the smoke coming out of the tower. We have no idea what it was. It was a tremendous boom just a few moments ago. You can hear around me emergency vehicles heading towards the scene. Now, this could have been an aircraft or it could have been something internal. It appears to be something coming from the outside due to the nature of the opening on about the 100th floor of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. Police vehicles and fire vehicles are zipping by me here. We just have no idea. So to the south of the tower, we see some particles, also some gray smoke. Now the smoke coming out of the opening appears to be black smoke. To the south of the tower, we see some particles, also some gray smoke. Now the smoke coming out of the opening appears to be black smoke. This would indicate things are burning inside. We have no idea of what happened, but we did hear what sounded like an aircraft, and then a tremendous boom. Now, I don't know whether we can confirm that that was an aircraft or not. David, what did you hear? What would you say you heard? This is our cameraman, Dave Stolick.
Incredible explosion. Very, very loud.
How about you, hon?
It sounded like a bomb.
Well, it could be. It could be something internal as well. There are pieces of the superstructure of the World Trade Center sticking out, but a lot going in. As I say, this appears to be about the 100th floor of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. I hope we can get some further information from the newsroom up there, Jim.
Ollie, I'm just told also that our transmitter, which is on top of the World Trade Center, also took a hit. So we were briefly affected up here. One's memory has to go back to the another terrorist attack. One would hope it is not this time, but if it were a plane that crashed into the side of the building, you would imagine that there would be something on the ground that would be visible. So
that's true, Jim. I cannot see the ground from here. You'll recall back in, I believe it was 1945, when a U.S. Air Force plane crashed into about the 70th or 80th floor of the Empire State Building during a foggy night. The skies here, as you can see, are perfectly clear. So I'm starting to lean to the idea that perhaps this, whatever happened here, came from the inside of the World Trade Center.
Of the World Trade Center, something has either crashed into the World Trade Center. If it were I'm just told that Metro Traffic is reporting that it was indeed a plane crash. If that's the case, where's the plane? I would ask. I don't see it in that live picture there. And one's thoughts obviously go back to a terrorist attack on the World Trade Center that created havoc there back in the early 90s. Ollie, any new developments that you can see from your vantage point?
You can't see flames now. There is a fire going on at that site. We don't know. Are you saying that Shadow Traffic is saying something about a plane?
Shadow Traffic is telling us that it was indeed a plane crash. Metro Traffic, I'm sorry. Metro Traffic is telling us that it was indeed a plane crash. Now, I understand that you are over by City Hall, having been reporting on the political developments. Now, you are a good, 8, 9, 10 blocks away from the scene right now?
At least, Jim. We're at Park Row, and, of course, the World Trade Center is at least 6 or 7 blocks away from us. I do see more flame now.
I believe that the world is really in need of compassion, and the world is really in need of voices that will come to the table with reason and lead people to a new level of thinking. And the United States, which dominates so much of the world order, I believe has a responsibility to lead the world to a new level of thought.
Bus accident in Southeast. Amanda.
Well, Lark, it's at Condon Terrace and 4th Street Southeast. We'll give you a look down below. The accident is still there. You can see the bus was T-boned by a car, a sedan, and as far as we can see, the children are no longer there. We can tell you that none of the children was taken to the hospital. Also, there was a bus attendant and a bus driver. They were not taken to the hospital either. We do know the 2 people in the car that actually hit the bus are refusing treatment at this time. Whether or not they were seriously injured, we do not yet know. But you can see here the bus appeared to have been going through the intersection when the car ran into the bus. It happened just before 8 o'clock this morning. The kids are DC students that were headed to Accotink Academy in Springfield, Virginia. They're DC special needs students that were headed to that academy. But again, Lark, none of the children was seriously injured as far as we know at this time. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much for that update. Michael?
Government camps for nominal rent